Ladies, how y'all feeling based off?
But wait the fuck? I know damn well y'all ain't do party been on me just like that.
Pop the Balloon is a viral series that has taken the internet by storm. And as much as I'm sure we've all seen these clips by now, not many people actually know who's behind them or just how much money is actually being generated. This is Arlette Amuli, and alongside her husband, she has generated almost 100 million views with this series in under a year. And if you know anything about YouTube, you know that that is an exorbitant amount of money. But how did she make sure that this series performed as well as it did? And more importantly, how can you replicate this for yourself? Well, if you take it back to November 26, 2018, you will see that Arlette started as a regular makeup and fashion YouTuber like many other young women on the platform, which then transitioned into vlogging content over the next couple of years. However, you see a dramatic increase in views on a certain video called Celebrity Congolese Wedding, BM and Arlette. Now, you might be asking yourself, what she means by celebrity, because at the time of this video she actually had less than 5,000 subscribers. However, it's actually her husband that's being referred to here as the celebrity. Many Americans would be unaware, but her husband BM is actually a very famous African artist who has many songs with millions and millions of views. However, despite being his wife, that was actually not the key to her attaining her own fame, because after the wedding video, she would not consistently post again for almost 2 whole years. However, when she came back with her master plan, everything would change. Although it's unclear exactly who gave her the inspiration to take the series under her wing, on December 7, 2023, the very first episode of Pop the Balloon was uploaded to Arlette's YouTube channel. The idea had been explored before on YouTube by YouTubers like FOK and No Love Mar. However, those were more entertainment-based videos that were more like 20v1s or smash or passes just for content rather than an actual dating show. The thing that made Arlette's version so unique was the focus on actually trying to genuinely find a match out of the bundle for these people. As opposed to the other creators who usually use OnlyFans girls or other influencers for these types of videos, Arlette would have the contestants being real people who applied to be on the show for the explicit purpose of wanting to find genuine love. She would have them fly to her city dressed in their best clothing, and they would line up as their prospective partners would present themselves, and they would either pop the balloon to reject the person or keep their balloon if they were interested. However, little did Arlette know that there was one X factor that made the show go more viral than anyone could have ever thought possible. So viral, in fact, that so many creators have copied this format that damn near every single country now has their very own specific version of Pop the Balloon. And that X factor is the conversation aspect. We've seen Smash or Pass, but we've never seen someone actually have to explain in great detail why they chose to smash or pass. And these clips of people explaining why they rejected the other person directly to their face went extremely viral. And if you've never seen any of these clips for yourself, just know that it gets absolutely brutal.
Eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms. You know, the women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Don't do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest,
Don't do
Queen.
too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's
Okay.
all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not
eyes.
what it is. No,
That's
I was
all
looking at the hair
pointing
on your
out. Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yeah.
And this brings me to strategy number 1 of how Arlette became one of the most successful creators in the past year using this content. The main reason that Pop the Balloon went viral was short form content. Mainly the TikTok clips of people getting the most brutal rejections known to mankind. Now yeah, going viral on TikTok using controversy as a strategy is nothing new. We know this, and some people will do anything for views and attention. However, what was so genius about this specific type of content is that as much as it was extremely controversial and got a lot of negative press, none of the hate was actually directed to Arlette herself. If anything, the only people getting hate were the actual people in the videos themselves. However, truthfully speaking, a lot of the people who are fans of this series don't even know who Arlette Amuli is, even though it's literally hosted on her channel. she was able to reap the full benefits and rewards of being controversial without any of the backlash. As genius as this is though, it wasn't enough to make the series successful on its own. After all, plenty of things go viral on TikTok but die out after like 2 weeks of popularity. But Pop the Balloon has been going strong for almost an entire year. In order to keep on top of these kinds of numbers on a consistent basis, you need the help of the algorithm, which brings me to strategy number 2, watch time and audience retention. Now, it's no secret that the more watch time a video gets and the more audience retention it has is the more YouTube pushes it. However, many people believe that in order to have high audience retention, you need to have a bunch of flashy brain rot edits, TikTok level captions on the screen, and pacing that makes it seem like it's catered to viewers that literally have an attention span so bad they need to be diagnosed with ADHD. This kind of thinking is mostly due to Mr. Beast and the success of his content, as well as the advice that he gives. However, as much as he is generally right about this, the truth is that you actually don't need majority of these things to get good audience retention on YouTube. All you really need is a well-structured video. To show you what I mean, let's examine the structure of Pop the Balloon. The videos are usually an hour and 15 minutes long, with anywhere from 5 to 10 different guests. And if you start watching for one guest that you saw on TikTok, you just might end up wanting to see how the other guests perform after you've become invested. And just like that, you've watched an entire episode and are now typing in the comments about how much you hated the girl in the purple dress because she's too materialistic and did every guy worse than they deserve. On top of this, even the very way that the interactions themselves are structured is literally primed for retention. Why? Because as soon as the contestant walks in, you see exactly who pops their balloon, but you don't get to find out why until long after they've already asked every other person who popped their balloon why they did it as well. So you're forced to stick around to hear all the answers.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
He has like cool vibes, but I'm just not attracted to you. I'm not attracted to you.
Respect that.
And now, is there anything in particular that you're not attracted to?
You know, because I don't like to discriminate.
And to make matters worse, while they're explaining why they pop their balloons, other people are also popping their balloons mid-explanation, which just keeps extending how much time you're gonna wait to find out why did they all pop the balloon on this amazing person. You click the video for one 15-second IG reel that you saw, ended up sitting through all the rejections, and now you're wanting to see who ends up with a match and who goes home single. Even if you don't end up watching the full hour, you've just watched an entire 15-minute section, and if you know anything about YouTube, that's far more watch time than most other content usually gets, and hence the video gets promoted. Whoever came up with this format knew exactly what they were doing. And again, I have to say that yes, good editing does help, but don't let the fact that you're not a professional level After Effects warrior stop you from starting your business on YouTube or becoming a creator. You'll get there eventually, and even if you know just the basics, there are more than one ways to skin a cat. In just under 1 year, Arlette's channel has gained over 600,000 subscribers and almost 80 million views. And taking CPM into account, this could have potentially generated anywhere from $300,000 to $800,000, not including sponsorships, brand deals, or any other things that she has going on for herself. And again, this started 10 months ago. She literally could have been working a normal job just like you. If you want to escape that life, learn more about business, and become inspired by the stories of other successful creators, and learn exactly how they did it so you can do it too, subscribe to the channel for more business analysis videos. And as always, this business has been decoded.